This tutorial is how to process and manipulate images before uploading to online marketplaces or websites to reduce server resources. Now in this example we have an image here of a bulldozer, and you can see at the bottom here it is 2.1 megabytes large. Now this is obviously not the ideal size, but that's too large. And it also has a lot of background when uploading to online marketplaces. Sometimes that background is a hindrance. So what we do here, the first thing you do is try to reduce the size of that. Now go to this website called batchwatermark.com. Or batch compress rather. You can go to batch compress. All of these here at the bottom pretty much take you to different websites that perform the same function. So we go to batchcompress.com and we take this particular image and drag it across, and this will automatically compress it, and you can save it back to that exact folder. And we can see here that this is the new image that just came up. As you can see at the bottom here is now 115 kilobytes, down from 2.1 megabytes. So this is pretty good. Now the next thing you need to do here is to remove the background. And to remove the background, go to this website called photoroom.com and click on background remover. Now if you like to create a PNG image, just click on here, this, and drag it up. Now that's the 2.1 megabyte. This is the image we've just compressed. Drag this across and that will automatically remove the background. There we go. And if you download this, it will now show up here as a PNG file, but the background is transparent, and if that is not required, now this is really good for uploads, so any website will accept that. But if a white background is needed, go to free tools and click on white background and simply redo the same process. Download, and now we have an image with a white background. Now one other step that may be necessary, depending on what you're doing, you can also add this is batchwatermark.com. So if you need to add a watermark to this, we're going to use the white compressed background removed image. You drag that across here, and then you click on image if you're adding a image watermark, or text if you're adding a text. For here I'll use the image, and I'll just upload this particular item which I'm using as the logo, and there the logo is in the middle. But now you can go across to the left here and switch around the position of that label, of that logo. Now I kind of like it to the bottom left, and you can increase or decrease the size. I think I want it smaller, and then you can increase the padding to move it away from the edge. Something like that is good for me. You can also increase the visibility of the logo. You can make it completely solid, or you can make it partially visible, transparent. Everything else I pretty much remain as is, and click on start, and this will automatically download that logoed image for you. It's here. This is it. Here we have the logo on the bottom left hand side, and that is about it. So this is now good to upload to any website. But there's one particular feature that arises sometimes, which I have to show. Okay, let's go back to photoroom.com, and under free tools there is magic retouch, and I click on that. And the reason why I'm going to that is because let's look at this image. There it is. Now you can see that across here there are some words written across that image, and it's not easy to get rid of those words. So what you do is shut that off and go here to the magic retouch, and then drag this image over, and here we have that. Now you may notice that the icon changes to a circle, and this circle, which is kind of a brush, and you can change this the size of this brush if you want. I will use it like this, and just drag across the letters. And that will blur out all of the letters. There we go. Now that is much better. However, some of the parts here is not as good, so I'm going to redo this, take some practice. It can be done piecewise. Seems to be better piecewise, one part at a time. Or if you feel like it, you can simply hold and just drag across, and that will take care of large sections of it. Like here, I can just drag across, and those letters have been removed, and I can now download this. And here we have the new image without that particular letter on it. Some parts are seen here, so you can go back and finish that part off. Or I can do it right here. Okay, let's download it. This one. There, it's all gone. So that's how you touch images up for upload to Amazon and eBay.